ain't finished. Y'all ain't finished. Make you come ready to go this next week.
How about those?
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar podcast, presented by Chiefs Blitz and sponsored by Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. If you're looking for a real estate expert, call Eric Haynes today at 816-729-3785. That's 816-729-3785. Now, here is your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense Todd.
Welcome back to the next edition of Four Guys in a Bar, presented by Chiefs Blitz. I'm your host, Nick Athan, alongside Mr. Hense Todd with Bowtie Sports. He's got the Cube coming later today. We got news on the receiver room, all sorts of great stuff. But before we get started, let's talk about our sponsors, and we'll hit the road after that and start talking Chiefs football on a Red Friday. First up, my good friend, Mr. Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. You can reach Eric at 816-729-3785. If you're looking for someone in the greater Kansas City metropolitan area that can help you and your family buy or sell a house, there's nobody better. You can click on the links to his page. You can see what current listings he has available in the area. He is top shelf. He helped Emily and I get our house. Highly recommend this man. He's a big Chiefs fan as well. Known him for 2 decades. There's nobody I trust more than Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. Give him a call now at 816-729-3785 or email him at eselskc@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor of Chief Who?
That is correct. Another proud sponsor is my incredible, amazing wife, Emily Athan. If you are looking for flexible health coverage, if you're looking for a better plan, maybe a lower deductible, maybe a better PPO network, maybe you don't like your plan, whatever it might be, just as a free consult, you can give her a call at 913-215-9086. Let her design a plan for you and see what is best fit for you and your family.
Emily.
Nick, he loves Emily.
No question.
Emily.
Let's roll the video for the
And our new sponsor, Roll Tape.
Save big on the hottest electronics. At Resell Electronics, we offer the best deals on new and pre-owned TVs, game consoles, cameras, plus so much more. With 2 convenient locations along Noland Road in Independence. Stop by and visit us today.
All right, that's our new sponsor, Resell Electronics. They buy and sell consumer electronics. Any electronic device, give them a call at 816-886-7285, or if you're independent, go to either one of their 2 locations. They're top shelf. They'll take care of you, and they got the best deals in town for your electronic needs.
I'm jealous of that guy's voice.
Wow. I know they got the best deals because I got my gamer desktop from them and
nice
computer screen. Hey, also that TV back there on the wall. I got that for them as well. So
sweet.
Hey, they are great people. I've been knowing them for years. So hey, go down there and get your stuff.
Go get it.
Go get it. So what everybody doing today? How everybody doing? It's a Friday. It's a Red Friday. Only person got their red on in here is my guy Nick. Drake got
hat on. I got my.
I got on burgundy.
That doesn't count, man.
That Cardinal red. That's that
Cardinal.
Cardinal.
It's Cardinals. It's Cardinals.
Trader color. Trader.
Cardinals red, man.
Hey,
I don't get that. Cardinals are not burgundy, right? I mean, if you see a cardinal out in the wild, it's red. What is that?
Lou, it's your eyes, player. It's your eyes. Don't worry about it.
They're not Ron Burgundy either. So,
no.
Hey now, yeah.
But guys, it's still red though, right? It's still red.
Whatever floats your boat, brother. Whatever makes you feel like you're still part of the Chiefs kingdom, I'm okay with it.
I'm on the outside looking in.
Oh, whatever.
Yes, you are.
You live and die by this team just as much as we do. I don't want to hear nothing
I hate
else.
to admit it. Some days the kingdom gets my attention. Some days I have my
days it gets your attention.
Which one is the girl and which one is the side piece?
Ooh, shoot, maybe I got 3 of them now.
Well, that would not surprise me. Would not surprise me in the least.
Let's say the girl and the mistress, man.
I know who that mistress is though.
Who's that?
Back out Joe Burrow. So we got a little breaking news.
We got some breaking news.
Boy, the skillet is working hard. Let's go. Look at him. Look at that fine-looking baby.
Love it. Breaking news. McCole Hardman will not practice today. Everybody else will work. Dave Tom mentioned Nico Rio as someone who could potentially step up. That would mean he'd have to be placed on the active roster. The Chiefs had 2 spots open until they made another move, which means it's quite possible that Nico Rio could be making his 2024 debut.
The
Monday
Mafia
Night
will read into every little nugget that even if his name gets mentioned, this is the coming out
it's
party.
Mango's guy, and I'm all for it.
We're holding
Nick,
like this potential MVP candidate on the practice squad just to mess with everybody.
Hey, as desperate as they are at wide receiver right now, especially if McCole Hardman doesn't play, I'll take whatever morsels of roster bump they can get until they make a trade.
After that Sky Moore beating that we gave on Monday or whatever day it was, Wednesday, I still don't believe we went in on him.
Remember I said at the beginning though.
Sky Moore got roasted harder than Nick will be roasted on our show.
About that. Sky, we hope you have
our last show, by the way. So hey, gang. If you haven't watched our show before, watch now because it ain't gonna last much longer.
So I'll tell you this: I told you I robbed Kansas City sometimes. On this moment, I'm riding with Kansas City. I want to see Nico play.
It'll be a Monday decision for that, I'm sure.
Also, is one guy that's got added to the 53 roster. That is Mr. Jody Forson.
Jody Forson. Lou, you predicted this on Wednesday when you thought it was a good idea. I stole that thunder from you, and I mentioned it in my column yesterday about the situation with Mr. Rice.
No INT team here, Nick. No INT.
No INT here. So Jody Forson, I think this is a great pickup. I think it's a perfect fit for Patrick Mahomes. He's a guy that, he's kind of like a wide receiver. He's got good hands. He's had success here. Injuries have derailed his career. Yep. But he's a guy that just he plugs away, and I think that was the right move to make. If they're going to add another offensive weapon, I'm excited. I hope he's on the active roster on Monday. I like to see him play again.
The four guys in a bar bump is real.
Hey, it's the potential. Hey, Forson has the potential to take over. Is that a strong word? To say
that might be a little over the top.
Over the top. Okay. Let me stop because I got that cube aura on me right now. I'm trying to stay away from that aura right now because I ain't trying to glaze the brother. I'm just saying.
Whatever happened to that graphic? That may have been my favorite graphic.
Yeah.
Glaze hose.
I got it out here. But hey, also I want to give a shout out to Ruben. Ruben beats me in here sometimes. I'm like,
Ruben beat you in here.
Ruben being here said, hey, he the first as soon as I hit the start button, he's the first one that pops up on the screen. So shout out to everybody that's joining in. Shout out to Ruben and shout out to
you glazing Ruben kind of tough, sir. You glazing Ruben, man. Dang.
Yep. Hey, real quick, the Chiefs made a couple of other moves on the practice squad. Cornerback Darius Rush is back, and running back Keontae Ingram is back for the third time this season on the practice squad. And
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
has been updated as far as being eligible to practice. The Chiefs have a window of three games to decide, or 21 days, if they're going to bring him back.
Now, far be it for me to be like not so versed on the entire roster, but I don't even recall Darius Rush being on the squad. Was he here in the summer?
They picked him up at the 53-man roster day, correct? They traded for him, right?
Yeah,
no, I think that was somebody else.
Oh,
that was the guy that had played with the Cowboys, I think.
You're gonna make me look now. Sorry.
Right. Okay. Well, let's do that. Let's
dig in.
Get this right. Come on.
Hey, you dig in, and Bo's gonna glaze it.
Just released by the.
Hey, he said I'm about to look in right. He said I'm about to look in right now.
Okay, so he was not on the team before because, like I said, that name
he played for us last year.
Peanut butter on that bread.
He would have been prime candidate to be Chief Who if that would have been the case.
That would have been the case.
Oh, by the way, I know this is a Chiefs show, but did anybody catch the game last night?
Hey, can we put some
Which
respect
game?
on Cousins? Can we put some respect on Cousins?
That
man?
was a pretty wild game.
Captain Kirk did a terrific job.
Entertaining as hell.
About time.
If you're Tampa Bay right now, you got to be seriously questioning your football acumen, because how do you get an interception on the plus side of the field with 1:45 left in the game? You're up 3, and somehow the game goes to overtime.
Yep.
And then you lose. It was just that game. I mean, the Bucky Irving fumble, the mismanagement of that whole situation when they did make the interception. That was just, I mean, it was an entertaining game, but God, you got to feel for Tampa.
So what quarterback came out and played better? We know who won the game, but did Baker impress y'all last night?
Well, Baker in the first half, I think, was as hot as Baker's going to get.
Mike Evans still got it.
I'm not exactly sure what the offense was trying to do in the second half, because I think he only ended up throwing about 25 or 26 passes the entire game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
the coaching staff tried to win it.
Cousins had like a game for the ages. It was mostly out of necessity, but the fact that Kyle Pitts was kind of came out from behind the curtain.
Was banging on the drum. We was banging on the drum a couple shows ago.
Drake London had a huge game.
Oh, Drake London.
Darnell Mooney.
Hey, put some respect on Mooney. Put some respect on Mooney.
Yeah, that's all I got this morning. Is why don't we sign Mooney?
Well,
okay,
because we signed Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, he had a really good game, and that's great. But you know what I love about Captain Kirk? I'm telling you, he threw some passes last night that were like, no. Oh my God, he just let a window about that big.
Yeah,
and he fit it in, and guys got yak yards. It was impressive.
What I got out of it, I gave the Falcons script game team. You know what I mean? The defense, they won that game for him because Captain Kirk threw an interception when they got the ball back out that fumble when they got the fumble run. He threw the interception, threw the game away, but the defense stepped up and got them the ball back and got them to go into overtime and get in the field goal range. But other than that, man,
hold on, wait, we're not gonna discourage the throw in overtime, sir. Did you see the window? He threw the ball in the window. Who was the guy? Who was the receiver? Anybody know in the show who the receiver was?
At the end of the game,
you played for the Raiders.
Off the bench. Come on,
Daryl Hodge.
There you go. I knew Lou knew it. I'm just saying in general.
Special teamer for the most part.
Yeah,
HBCU guy, transferred a couple of times. I think he came in with the Rams and was mostly a special teamer. Went to Cleveland. I mean, he's been bounced around.
Lou,
right?
Who are you, man?
The only reason he
should
is because Drake London kept getting hurt.
Supposed to be doing your research, sir.
Nah, Lou another level. Ain't about that. Lou is
but still, you got to
encyclopedia of the NFL, man.
You really have to question what the hell was going on with the Bucs once they got that interception, because you can say what you want about Atlanta's defense stepping up, but they went completely in the tank. They had all 3 timeouts, so you got to throw the ball. You got to get another first down.
Bow down to Lou.
Anyway, that was
it was a great game. Hey, you know what? Finally, we had a really good Thursday night game.
Oh yeah, that was
outside of the opening week with Baltimore.
Most entertaining game.
Let me ask y'all this: was it a cover 2? Did anybody play cover 2 that game? Was there any cover 2 that game, guys?
I think Tampa Bay plays exclusively,
and they were scoring at will. Right? So that's not this.
Well, they weren't scoring at will, but I mean, they were.
I'm there.
You know, they kept up with them in the first half.
Antoine Winfield's out. I mean, they've got some key people out on defense, but still, game situation, time, score, everything else. They effed that up.
Coaching.
Hey,
you look,
Baker Mayfield is comfortable, guys. Can you say that he is comfortable in the scheme he's in right now?
No, the offensive side of the ball is fine. It's the defensive side of the ball, and I think it all scores with their head coach. I mean, it's just I don't know why I don't like this, but what really bothers me, especially in Atlanta, because their scoreboard is so big, the coaches of both sides, just kind of looking up at the play, looking up for whatever the play is, and looking at the thing, and it's just like,
hey,
you should be on the headset yakking your players.
Fourth quarter, the Dirty South, the ATL, they got that swag surf going now.
Yeah, man. They said the Chiefs stole it from them.
Did they take that? Is that it? What's going on there?
Yeah, it's originated from down south.
Even Kirk was doing it on the sideline. Come on now.
Back to the Chiefs. This is not a Falcons show.
All right.
We gonna get right back. I'm just saying. Looking at the some updates that's going around the kingdom is, with the Chiefs wide receiver news, they looking into Darius Slay or Amari Cooper. If you had to choose between the two, which ones would you choose, Lou?
Well, I mean, just talent-wise and everything else. I mean, you got to say Amari Cooper is more accomplished. He's a first round pick from Alabama. He's been successful with the Raiders. He's been successful with the Cowboys. He's been successful with the Browns to a degree, as much as one wide receiver can be successful with the Browns. So yeah, I don't think that there isn't a comparison here. I like Darius Slayton. He's just not a consistent performer. Got a lot of great skills, maybe being with the real team, and he
fits right into the Chiefs.
Being here, he may, up his game. I mean, that is a completely different set of circumstances there, because Cooper's been paid and Slayton would be the cheaper of the two. But in terms of just the player, I mean, it's Cooper hands down. I mean, it's not even close.
I do like Slayton. I do like Slayton because to me, he's a guy that fit quite well with the Kansas City Chiefs. I like Slayton, and Cooper to me is the quietest.
He drops passes, and he played for the Giants. Yeah, he would fit in real well.
Got to be better than Tony, right?
Shoot, see, I'm trying to get the man some love, guys. I'm trying to give him some love now. Nah, but I do like Cooper though. I do like Cooper. Cooper been my guy, man. Cooper just quiet. He get the job done. You don't get no diva antics from him.
From who?
He's subtle. Cooper.
Please.
What you mean, please? You haven't seen Cooper. You haven't seen Cooper all in the media. You haven't seen Cooper all in the media, like Tyreek Hill. Like
I'm not saying that. Listen, I think Cooper
might be one of the quietest wide receivers in the league.
Very well.
Right. I don't know what Nick talking about. See, that's why that worst is coming, sir. That's why that worst is coming your way.
Mango clip it.
Whatever.
Mango clip it.
Cooper's the better fit for the Chiefs.
I
think the Chiefs will go with the lesser option.
Well, you get two schools of thought. I mean, do you want a guy that's going to come in and be a professional wide receiver right away, or Slayton would be more of a guy that's going to take a roster spot and needs to continue to develop?
Yeah. Well, it depends what happens Monday with Rashee Rice.
Hey, who's the younger of the two? Is Slayton younger than Cooper?
Yes.
Oh, we'll take Slayton. Slightly, yeah.
I wouldn't say it's not by a lot.
But again, from what I was told, these two guys, they can be, on the radar, but
who told you the few?
You better be looking out for the Jalen Hyatt, man. Jalen Hyatt, I'm telling you, is probably higher on the radar, and a lot of people is not looking at that. It wasn't no cube that told me.
And why should I look at it? And why is Jalen Hyatt your guy?
Because he's languishing in New York.
Jalen Hyatt, I think they was high on in Tennessee, but they got Rashee Rice in the second round. I think Jalen Hyatt went in the third round, so they were trying to back in and go get Jalen Hyatt, but he was already took off the board. Right. For the New York Giants. But again, this kid is not getting no targets. And hey, looking at Darius Slayton, it could be just a quarterback in there. You know what I mean? He could be a good.
Malik Neighbors is putting up numbers with Daniel Jones, so I don't know that it's that big of a deal. I think with Hyatt, you look at guys that come out of that offense in Tennessee. I mean, he's got a lot of straight line speed. He needs a lot of work. This guy is like kind of like unpolished. I mean, he has to be developed. He's got the speed part of it and so forth. But the knock on the wide receivers that come out of that system that they run there is that it's like they're going 100 miles an hour. Okay. It's the same thing as you see. The plays are, just kind of like signaled in by pictures, and it's really low tech in terms of that. And it's one read, two reads, for the quarterback. So again, there's nothing wrong with that. They win. I mean, it's a damn good program he's got going. But that would be a guy that when you bring in, you have to understand what you're bringing in. He's not going to be a guy you're just going to throw out there immediately and say, okay, go take Rice's spot. If they're going to trade for somebody and make a move, they want to get somebody that is going to be up to speed fairly quickly and is going to contribute in the three-peat.
Again, Rice spot is Juju Smith-Schuster's spot, right? He's playing the same role that he did. So they're looking for another guy that can stretch the field on the other side that Hollywood Brown has been doing. So if you can get a Jalen Hyatt that can stretch the other side of the field with along with Xavier Worthy, then you can have the middle of the field back open again. You ain't having Travis Kelce get doubled all that time.
Yeah, I'm not saying not to make the move. The move would be more down the road. I don't know that they would be seeing a lot from it this year.
Yeah. We can look at Cooper, Vontae Adams, all these other guys, but them contracts is not going to fit well if you got Trey Smith and Nick Bolton and in a future T Cup contract can be coming up pretty soon. So you guys be looking at guys.
I think they can figure it out.
Yeah, they'll figure that out.
You know what, guys? Real quick. I remember when Hyatt, before he was drafted, I remember a scout was telling him, like, can you run routes? And he was like, y'all can run routes. So from that little situation that happened over there and on the scout team, man, I said, well, I guess you're right, Lou. I guess, like I said, maybe they just everybody come out of Tennessee. The scheme they run over
he's not a better route runner than Sky Moore.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he's just a straight line guy. Maybe he's a straight line guy. You may be right, Lou. Maybe he's just a straight line guy. You may be right because the scouts
right now. I mean, it's not that he can't learn or anything like that.
He's not a route runner. He maybe just a goal.
Well, again, you can become a route runner. I don't think it's not like this is who you are when you come out of college and that's it. I mean, Tyreek learned how to be a great route runner. I mean, there's plenty of guys that developed in the NFL. All I'm saying is if they're looking to make a move for the short term to get somebody in there that can be a viable weapon, somebody that the defense is going to have to account for and be afraid of, it's going to be somebody with, some money attached.
I'll take Slayton, man, for real. Honestly, I'll take Slayton.
Yeah, it's going to be. If that's the case,
but again, that's another developmental guy.
But he's very high though, because here's the thing, real quick. The man has 0 targets. He's not even in the game, guys. Come on, that should tell you. That should tell you a lot about
Hyatt's in the doghouse there for sure. There's something personal going on there for my money because there's no reason for him not even get a bunch of snaps.
Oh no,
Virginia puts the hammer down. T. Higgins to the Chiefs. They lose to Baltimore this weekend. Yes. I don't think T. Higgins is coming to the Chiefs, though.
We can see that, but you still got to pay Trey Smith, guys, and you still got to pay
Smith and the Chiefs. Will have a deal worked out by the end of October. T.
Higgins doesn't have a contract for next year, so that would certainly be just maybe a short-term rental.
What are you talking about contract issues, man? The Chiefs are going to work it out. If they want the guys, are going to get them.
Trey Smith and the Chiefs will have a deal done by the end of the month.
I'm just saying, why would you give up? I'm not giving you no second-round picks. They are building young around this team, and they're building young around Patrick Mahomes. So why would you go out here and go get these Coopers and guys?
Again, it all depends on one thing. I mean, they've already shown that the three-peat is a high priority by bringing in Kareem Hunt.
That's the last take of the day on that. So.
Cooper would be the guy. If it's the three-peat mentality, Cooper's the guy. If it's long-term, it's probably Hyatt.
Okay. All right. So we got Factor Cap. What do you have for us, Lou?
So now are you just checking in on me or are we actually going to do it now?
Let's do it.
We're going to do it.
We are going to do it now. All right. Well, then strike up the band.
Come on, man. Let's be serious. Come on, man.
Strike up the band. That's when it happens. All right. So here we go, gang. Factor Cap. Sure. I'll read you a bunch of statements here. I think we're down to 4, but we'll read 4 statements and then you guys can decide, is it Factor Cap? Now, remember, I'm not leaning one way or the other, and I'm trying to make some sort of declaration. It's just something to talk about. Now, it's been very, I guess, the worst kept secret in the NFL is that Devontae Adams wants to be traded. And this was before he posted the Edgar Allan Poe thing on his Instagram or whatever the hell it was. kind of, I mean, it's kind of a salute to Baltimore. But here's the statement. Because of his relationship with one Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams is a Jet sooner than later. Hence.
I would say Cat to that one. Because
look at that. He looks good in green.
He do. He looks sweet in green, man.
The Packers.
I feel like he's gonna be if not, he will be a Washington Commander, or he's gonna be going to Buffalo. For my feeling, I feel like he's gonna go to Buffalo or to the Commanders. So I'll say Cat.
Let's go, Nick.
I'm gonna say fact because he's gonna go from one dysfunctional franchise to another in New York. The Jets are going to lose Sunday morning in London to the Minnesota Vikings. They'll be 2-3 on the season. They will be desperate enough to give the Raiders what they want. He will be a New York Jet.
Coach,
big facts, man. He's going where the grass is green at. Hey, listen, I like the combination, man. Both of them are OGs. Both of them know each other. It's like Batman and Robin. I'm going with fact.
Let's lose together. That's what he said. Let's lose together.
It would be really a comfortable fit, if you would. I'm going to say fact. That's where he ends up. I don't know if Baltimore is going to make that move. All right. So next, another kind of, maybe like a little bit of a divorce in Buffalo between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. Obviously, Stephon is playing for the Houston Texans right now, and Houston Texans play Buffalo are there this weekend. So the statement is this: Diggs goes off versus Buffalo and leads them to the big W over the Bills. Fact.
I would say cap. I feel like the Houston Texans, like I've been saying for the longest, I don't think they're a team. They barely won last week. So I would say cap. He is not going to go off, and Josh Allen's going to show that he can do it without this guy. So, hey.
All right, Nick.
I'm going to say cap. I don't think he will. I think they're going to focus on him. I think Diggs is he's probably overhyped for this game. So I'm gonna say cap.
I'm gonna say fact because he coming back. We seen how Buffalo got destroyed by Baltimore. We seen how they got destroyed. Talking about, I don't know what Bo was talking about up there, but I'm gonna go with fact because first of all, Texans got too many weapons already, so they're not gonna key in on Diggs all the time because they might be saying, hey, you know what, Diggs ain't worth double covering, right? So they only Diggs 1-on-1. So I'm gonna go with fact. Diggs is going to get busy.
Yeah, I guess if they were petty, they would double Diggs and let Nico go crazy. But I don't think they're going to let Nico go crazy. So
right.
I think Diggs maybe gets busy down there on Sunday. And hey, stay tuned for the best bets of the week. That game might be involved. All right, very good. So here we go. Now, so another very not so well kept secret.
It's called the cube, sir.
Is the fact that the Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa has some issues with concussions, right? Yeah. So you would think that the wisdom would be, hey, this guy is always one play away. We probably need somebody to be a good backup. So the statement is this: the Dolphins have committed a front office malpractice by not having a competent backup quarterback. Hence, fact or cap.
I would say, I'll say fact. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean. They didn't plan well for this situation, and they know that Tua was, concussion prone. So they should have had this planned out and had a veteran backup already and play for them. But so I'll say, fact.
Nick.
I'm gonna say fact. I mean, there's no excuse for that. He got a whole bunch of money. He's had all these concussions. I think right now, if he doesn't play another down, he can collect $165 million. I think he should take the money and run and say, thank you, NFL. It's been a great run, but I'm going to keep my health. But this just, even if he wears the protection device, The Dolphins have blundered completely this season and not having a veteran come in. And there's a veteran out there in Ryan Tannehill they should have signed immediately after the Bills game.
Coach,
I'm gonna go with fact, even though I hate to agree with Bo. I really do, but I'm gonna go with fact because you knew this man had a concussion. You knew the stuff he was going through. You know he might not make it a full season. They should have been more prepared. So I'm gonna go with fact.
Yeah, they really gambled. You think typically general managers don't like to gamble like that, or at least have a contingency plan. I don't know what the deal is with Tannehill, or if they had reached out, or what happened there. But unless you were that high on Skylar Thompson,
yeah, and I watched him at Kansas State plenty.
Yeah, so now they got to go get Snoop Huntley off the practice squad, and it's just very wonky right now, and they're going to be out of it before Tua even has the opportunity.
Yeah, it won't matter.
Big fact.
All right, last one. We gotta throw a Chiefs story in here.
Let's do it.
So we've been talking, it seems like for a month or at least a few days, actually, that the Chiefs are going to trade for a wide receiver. Oh, my God. What are they going to do? They got to get this guy. They got to get that guy. The statement is this. The Chiefs will not trade for a wide receiver, and 50 Shades will turn into one of the biggest weapons of this season. Hence,
I would say I kind of, I'm kind of feeling what you're digging, but there's a little glaze holes there. So I would say,
look at him. Look at that guy.
I would say, Cap. I think they would if we get some bad news on Monday about Rashee Rice.
Oh, it's going to be bad news. We just don't know how bad it's going to be.
It has to be. They go get a receiver. So I'll say, Cap. Nick.
All right, Nick.
Be honest, Nick.
You're muted, sir. See, that's why we roasted you, sir. That's why
you're gonna roast me. I'm gonna say Cap. I just don't think. I think Brett Veach again. I think they're still in three-peat mode. I think they bring another receiver in, even if the news with Rice is positive and he's back in November. I still think they're going to have some insurance. Now, if it was me, I would get a backup offensive tackle, but that's just me.
Hey, I agree with you 100%.
Well, we can't go to the store and just pluck one off the shelf.
I'm just saying for a backup guy, a backup that's on another team that the Chiefs maybe are high on. Yes, I understand you don't go to the Ben Franklin or the to get a tackle
in your area. IV,
yeah.
We're not going DoorDash a left tackle, huh?
There's no left tackles or right tackle starting a quick trip. I can tell you that.
Right. Y'all funny. So you know what though? I like 50 Shades though, Lou. I do like 50 Shades, man. He's been showing up, man. I said, who? I thought he was a rookie. I thought he was off I thought he was a free agent. To be honest with you, I'm like, that is 50 Shades. He looked good. I'm gonna say. I don't know. I'm gonna say fact. I think Chiefs really don't need a wide receiver for real.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to answer because I think you know what my answer is. So
at least you know, Lou, because Mr. Bowtie gonna glaze it anyway.
I haven't put some numbers on. I'm going, 60 catches, 700 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's going to blow up, man. Yeah. And then that contract extension is going to look like a steal.
Hey, man, he's been showing up though, Lou. He's been showing up.
Sir. Yes, sir.
All right, there you have it. Jokers wearing 87 for the Browns.
Factor Cap. Thanks for playing along, and we'll see you next week on that one.
And who is it brought to you by, Nick?
Brought to you by no one in particular.
Eric Haynes and the Eric Haynes real estate group.
If you all is Eric sponsoring now?
Yeah, Eric Haynes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He's
nobody
is your official sponsor.
When I saw that little square, I thought somebody else was coming in. Maybe we had a guest.
No, he's your official sponsor for both your
segments. He isn't really moving much, is he?
Lou is funny, man. Lou is
I guess nobody in still shot. So okay, I'm sorry. Let's do that again.
All right, here we go.
Brought to you by the Eric Haynes Group and Eric Haynes for all your real estate needs. Call Eric Haynes.
I feel like I'm on a late night radio station. Boy, he's like, Eric Haynes. Yeah.
Oh man, Lou. Brought to you by No.
729. Hey, Eric Haynes. I'm like,
by the way, do you think Emily
on a gas station?
Do you think Emily would be interested in upping her profile and becoming the sponsor of Chief Who?
I don't know. She's her own person. She would have to answer that question.
Maybe I get them on a conference call. She and Eric together, right. And then they can kind of hash it out.
Okay.
Hash it out. So let's get right into our. Let's get right into our.
Come on.
Let's get right to our sponsor before we get into the cube.
Let's get into the cube. All right, let's talk about my good friend. Here he is again, Mr. Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. Hey, when we started Chiefs Blitz, Eric called me up, said, "What can I do?" I said, "Be a sponsor." He said, "No problem." And here he is. So if you need someone to help you buy or sell a house in the greater Kansas City metropolitan area, give Eric Haynes a call today at 816-729-3785. And remember, if he is your agent on buying or selling a house, I will give you one of my high-priced Len Dawson items as a gesture of thanks. So give him a call today, 816-729-3785 or eSellsKC@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor of all things Sweet Lou.
All right, even better. I love it. And another sweet, amazing person is my incredible wife, Emily Athan. If you are looking for flexible health insurance coverage, whether you're an individual, self-employed, a business owner, part of a family, or she has access to a nationwide PPO plan through United Healthcare, she can make sure that she gets the right plan for you. She can save you money on premiums and also deductibles. Let her evaluate your current plan. And remember, open enrollment begins on November 1st through December 15th, so she can help you with ACA plans as well. Call her today at 913-215-9086.
Emily. Nick Buzz. Emily. And let's get right into our new sponsor, Resell.
Roll tape.
Buy a cell phone at Resell Electronics and save up to 25%. Our phones are pre-owned and in great condition. We carry top brands like iPhones and Samsung. Sell us your old phone and we'll offer you cash on the spot. Resell Electronics in Independence.
There they are. Resell Electronics, our new sponsor, started on Monday, and they've already gotten some people reach out to them, and we appreciate that as well. Anything you need to do, buying or selling any kind of consumer electronics, cell phones, computers, consoles, so many more things. We got 2 locations in Independence. Give them a call at 816-886-7285, or you can see their deals on their website at www.resellingtronics.com.
Nick,
yes.
Where is Independence in reference to Kansas City?
It is close. It's a few miles away from the stadiums. Mm-hmm. About 3 miles, right? Hence, about 3-4 miles would be my guess from the from Arrowhead in Kauffman Stadium, which on Wednesday will be hosting a division round game against the hated New York Yankees.
Hey, with the Chiefs, not Chiefs, but the Royals had a problem with the Yankees, man. This is gonna be a big one, man. This is gonna be
Royals in 4. Royals in 4.
Yeah.
Royals in 4.
Absolutely.
4.
Absolutely.
So let's get right into the segment of the day. The Cube. Hey, it is back with leading. It's leading in all nation in all the leagues and sports. Hey, if you're looking to bet your game, if you're looking to be, would the Rubik Cube fix it? Or would the Rubik Cube confuse it? Or would the Rubik Cube break? We don't know. So, hey, it's proud sponsored by Resell Electronics. What is y'all take on this game? You know what I mean? Hey, do you agree with the Cube? Are you taking the bet on yourself? So the first game we have is the Baltimore Ravens versus the Bengals. As I look at the Cube list over there, it said, would the Cube fix it? Or would the Cube confuse it? Or would the Cube break it? So I feel like the Cube is going to break the Bengals. So the Bengals will be done. I feel like the Baltimore Ravens will take this game. I feel like Lamar Jackson is going to show you why he's MVP of the North. So I got Baltimore taking that game. Nick, go ahead. Do you agree?
I do not agree. I think we want the Bengals to beat the Ravens. It gives them another loss. But honestly, listen, the Bengals are 0-2 at home. They're not going to be 0-3. This is Joe Burrow's season right here. The Ravens looked terrific last week, exposing the Buffalo Bills. I got a feeling Joe Burrow is going to have one of his better games. So I'm picking the Bengals.
Dre.
I got the Bengals all day. I like the excitement with the cubes, the breakdown, the inconsistency of this damn cube. Honestly, guys, we don't know what the heck this cube is going to do. I don't know what the hell this cube is about. But I'm going with my Bengals all the way because Joe Burrow has something to prove, guys.
Yes, this is really shocking to me. I didn't think it. I think it would be going the other way, but yeah, one of my best bets of the week: Cincinnati plus 2.5. Let's go.
Oh, well, looking at the cube again. Would the cube fix this issue? Or would the cube confuse the issue? Or would the cube actually break things?
We're going to be here a while.
I feel like the Raiders and Broncos, looking at that game, I feel like the Broncos will take that game. Do you agree, Nick?
I think the Raiders are a dysfunctional franchise. They're a mess. Devontae Adams will not play in this game. Bo Nix has done as little as possible to win 2 straight games. But I like Denver's defense over the Raiders. I don't know where the Raiders' offense is going to come from. And I think that the Broncos are going to – I hate to say this. They're about to win 3 games in a row. Crazy year in the NFL.
Dre.
I've got – as I write down – the score right now because the cube over here is kind of confused. I'm gonna go with the Broncos, guys, because honestly, I think the Broncos are starting to improve and their defense is starting to become a little more stout now. So I got the Broncos taking.
All right.
Yeah, this has the makings of like a 9-6 game.
Hurry up, Lou. We gotta go.
I hate betting. I would hate picking Denver, but I guess we have to.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take Denver.
All right.
The 49ers versus 49ers versus the 49ers. The 49ers versus the
that's the cube talking.
Yeah,
the Cardinals.
It's a scrimmage, inter-squad scrimmage.
So I looking at both of these games. You know, my heart says take the Cardinals, but the cube said the 49ers. So do you agree with that, Nick?
I agree. 49ers.
Drake?
All right, man, listen. I'm going with Arizona. Marvin Harrison, let's go. Colin Marvin Harrison and Trey McBride's coming back from concussion. I got my guys. I got Arizona, man.
All right.
I've been riding Arizona too much. I think I'll take the Niners.
Good. Damn it. That's probably what it was.
I got the looking at the Giants and the Seahawks games. Hey, I feel like the cube is going to kind of confuse me on this game, so I want to go with the Giants. I feel like the Giants will upset the Seahawks there. Do you agree, Nick?
I do not agree. I don't think the Giants have it in them, especially if they're going to start trading players. And a coach that's lame duck. I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks.
All right. I'm going with the Giants. It's not about the cube or bowl. I like Malik Neighbors. I think Malik Neighbors is going to have another great game against the secondary from the Seahawks. So I got the Giants, man.
Okay, Coach. Malik Neighbors won't be playing in this game because he's in the concussion protocol.
Right.
But I think Seattle wins this one. But it might be a good. I mean, for the 10 people that watch this game, maybe they'll get to see Jalen Hyatt run some go routes.
Maybe
some Tennessee routes, huh?
So we got the Green Bay Packers versus LA Rams. I feel like this game is going to be broken because speaking of broken, I feel like the LA Rams is going to break the Green Bay Packers. Do you agree with that, Nick? So I got the LA Rams winning this game.
I don't know if I don't know if Love's coming back for this game. It's possible.
He played last week.
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers. I don't think they're going to lose 2 in a row.
Dre?
Hell, I got the Packers taking it, man. I love Love. I love how he spread the ball around. I'm going to Packers.
Yeah, I got Green Bay -3, second of the best bets of the week. So Green Bay.
All right, we got the Cowboys versus the Steelers. The cube says the Cowboys win this game. Do you agree, Nick?
I do not. I think the Steelers are going to win. I think the Cowboys are toast.
Dre. Lou.
Yeah, third best bet of the week. Take Pittsburgh -2.5.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we got the early game. We got the early game. The Vikings versus the Jets. Something's telling me that the Jets going to take this, so I'm going with the Jets. I think the Jets is going to win this game and give the Vikings a first loss. It's going to be too early for them. You know what I mean? Now they wide receivers and the Vikings going up against a good secondary. So I would say the Jets win this by 3 points.
The Minnesota Vikings will be 5-0 after this game. They're gonna destroy the Jets.
Again, guys, you know I like Flores. I like Sam Darnold with that line, that offensive line. It's going to be a good matchup between the lines, the O-line and D-line of this game. But I'm going to have to go with the upset Jets.
All right.
The Cube. Go with the Cube.
Hard time. I mean, really siding with the Jets in this one, but it seems that Minnesota's been flying a little too high. I'm going to stick with Sam Darnold in this one. The Jets they're just not in sync. Until they trade for Devontae, I don't think they're going to win. So, yeah, I'll go to Minnesota.
Right, fair enough.
All right, we got the Carolina Panthers versus the Chicago Bears. Two teams are still trying to figure it out on the go. So I'm looking at this game. I'm thinking the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams, have another good game again and get his team back in the keep them in a winning column. So the Q pick
another good game.
Do you agree? Do you agree, Nick?
Man, I think both these teams stink, but I'm going to pick the Bears.
Doo-doo. Stink butt.
Who you got, Dre?
Oh, you said I thought Nick, did you make your pick?
You say you got the Bears.
I got the Bears.
I heard what he said, Bo. Dang. No, I got the Red Rifle, man. I think Red Rifle going to outplay the rookie. Red Rifle, man.
Yeah, I think like Chicago looks like every game they get a little bit better on offense and the defense is really good. I'll stick with the Bears.
All right, fair enough.
All right. So looking at the Washington Commanders versus the Cleveland Browns. Hey, the guy I said it was going to be the best rookie quarterback coming out of the draft last year. So I'm going with Washington. I'm going Jalen to get it done again. So do you agree with that, Nick? The Cube has picked Washington. Do you agree?
I'm riding the Commanders till they crash and burn. So I'm all in. I think Daniels is playing great football. What he's done is absolutely remarkable. We kind of all talked about it. He was the better quarterback of the two that were coming out at the top of the draft. So I'm riding the Commanders and Cliff Kingsbury until the wheels fall off.
Listen, I ain't glazing this boy like Bowtie is because he said the Q picked it. I want the Bow pick it or the Q picked it, but he said the Q picked it, so I don't know.
They're one and the same, man. They're attached.
You know what? It's like Batman, right? Bruce Wayne. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna go with the Commanders, man. I just love that offensive line, guys. That offensive line is stout. So.
Yeah, this is my ugly game of the week. I am actually going to take the Browns +3. This is one of the best bets.
And every time he picked against Washington, he lost. So go ahead.
I think there's something going on here where, again, this team gets run. It'll just be a hiccup. It's not like they're going to suck the rest of the year. I just think this is a perfect spot for like this team that's just nobody's even talking about. They're horrible, and they're playing against this team that looks like they're going to the moon, and it slaps you in the face. So I'm going to take the Browns +3.
Man. All right. Moving on to the Miami Dolphins versus the Patriots. It's a bad game, but the Cube said, you know what? Miami Dolphins win this game. Do you agree with that, Nick?
Not a chance in heck. Not happening. The Patriots will win this game 3-0.
I think OBJ. It has been a sighting of OBJ, guys. It has been a sighting.
Correct.
I'm gonna go with the Miami Dolphins, man.
This is another going to be a scintillating one for the ratings. Wow, this is ugly.
They haven't even signed a broadcast crew yet, so we'll see.
Damn,
yeah, let's. The fuck? Dude, I'll take the Dolphins just because I have no idea.
All right.
Yeah. Moving on to the Colts versus the Jags. Hey. The Jags look terrible. The Colts look like Anthony Richardson can't figure it out. But I'm going to go with the Jags because the Cube told me so. So the Jags take this game. Do you agree with that, Nick?
I do. Jobs are on the line. Jags are going to win this game close by 2 points.
Come on, Christian Kirk, Trevor Lawrence, man. You know, BT, Brian Thomas. I got the Jaguars, man.
Yeah, the Colts, they seem to historically go down there and just melt. You know, even when they're like the much better team. Yeah, let's go with Jacksonville. Hopefully they get a win. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know I said a lot about Houston in the beginning of this, I know I said Diggs on the other one that ain't going to get nothing done. I know I was going against Houston, but my heart tells me Houston still sucks, and they are not going to get this game in a row. I feel like they are not that team, and I'm standing on that because the Q's tell me that, and I say Buffalo win this game by 2 scores. Do you agree with that?
No, that's not happening.
Hell no.
No, it's not going to be 2 scores.
Hell no.
I think this is a massive game for the Texans to prove they belong. Mm-hmm. This is a good football team, even though they were embarrassed against the Ravens and exposed a little bit. So with that said, I think the better all-around talent is the Houston Texans.
Hey, come on, Nick. Let's cut the BS, Nick. That cube is broke. Now, that cube made that decision on – because look at it, it's broke. It wasn't
my decision. I'm my own man.
No, I'm talking about Bo.
Oh, wow. Was it Mike Gundy? Mike Gundy?
Mike Gundy.
I'm 40. I'm a man.
I was a man. So
what you got,
man? I got the Texans all day, man. Like Diggs is gonna have a good game. He's gonna have a breakout game. Breakout meaning he's gonna dominate this game, guys. So I got the Texans.
Yeah, Shakir's out, so that's not gonna help the
best bet number 5. Houston +1. Let's go.
All right. Every time he said those bet guys, he been wrong.
Win.
I feel like the
best bets are 12-6 so far this year.
I told you with them stats.
The money.
Yeah, they say that's what they say. That's what they say.
No, I have it right here. It's 12-6.
Hey, Lou said I got my stats. Lou said
I think the cube is like this anecdotal like mystery.
That's what they say. That's what they say. I'm just messing with you. But again, that was the cube. Brought to you by Resale Electronics. It's a lot of games that's going on this week, but there's a lot of games that's going on in Arrowhead on Monday. So let's get around the AFC and let's talk about the AFC West. Let's get right into it, guys. Let's go around the AFC. What team is looking like right now to be the true coming out of nowhere is the Broncos in the AFC. Then you got the Chargers, the Raiders just been Raiders right now. What you got to say about the AFC right now, Nick?
Well, I think the Chargers they've got their bye week and it couldn't come at a better time. They are decimated with injuries, both starting tackles, Bosa, Herbert's not 100%. I think Jim Harbaugh got exposed a little bit in that loss to the Chiefs, the way he just kind of stuck to some things that weren't working and took some risks that he probably shouldn't have taken. Had he not done that, maybe it's a different game, but the Raiders, Antonio Pierce has lost that football team. Devontae Adams wants out. Crosby missed a game last week, and nothing derails Crosby from playing in an NFL game. The Broncos, to me, that defense is sick good. It is playing at a level that's probably in the top 3 in the NFL, in my opinion. Certainly, rivals Kansas City's defense. They may be a little bit better overall. But I'm telling you right now, I don't think Bo Nix can score enough points. But if the Denver Broncos defense plays like that, it's a team I wouldn't want to play in a must-win situation just because that defense is so good. But Bo Nix is not quite ready, though he's played well. But I don't see a contender. I don't see anybody that's going to dethrone the Chiefs. Should they win Monday night? We'll review that game Monday on the show at 1:30. But should they win Monday night, they're going to be 5-0. They're going to be up, 2 games, 3 on some guys potentially with a tiebreaker situation based on AFC rankings. I thought these teams would be better, but they're simply just not, and they're not in the class of the Chiefs. And unfortunately, in the AFC West, only one team's going to make the postseason, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs.
Dre.
I like the Chargers, guys. Like Nick just stated, the injuries, man. Chargers full strength is going to me. Full strength is scary. They defense, they got top 5 defense, man. They play ball control, which that's championship football. They run the ball pretty well. You got Herbert being the game manager over there, and Quinn Johnson, right? Quinn Johnson been adapting very well, been catching the ball. Ladd looked good too. I think LA Chargers to me is the team right behind Kansas City, man, because they're on both sides of the ball. They play very well and they play consistent too.
Yeah, Chargers are the best of the three, but again, it's not going to be. I mean, the Chiefs are healthy. They're not going to lose to these teams. I mean, they made maybe the second time to the Chargers, but the other teams, again, other than the fact that they're in the same division and they know each other so well, the Chiefs have to have a hand in those losses.
Yep.
They're not going to show up, play a good game, not even their best game, but play a good game and get beat. It's just not going to happen. So, but if you're just saying which of the three is the best when healthy, the Chargers definitely most talented, probably the best coached. And it's just really a matter of them getting used to playing this style, whereas it's so far removed from what they were used to in previous years that it may take a few more weeks to kind of fully integrate. But I mean, it's, for as short as Harbaugh's been there, they've kind of come along pretty quickly. So yeah, I just don't see a lot of resistance from these teams.
Yeah, and looking at it with the Chiefs run away with the AFC West, and looking at all these teams around here, I feel like they will do. But if the Broncos continue to doing what they're doing, and I know a lot of people not saying they win pretty, they doing just like the Chiefs. They're not winning.
Yeah, they're winning dirty.
They winning dirty. They getting out here. They getting the job done. All it counts is you get the W at the end of the day. As long as you walk in the scoreboard, get you the W, and they get it done. I feel like, when it's all said and done, if the Broncos keep building around their team, I feel like that team will be the competition. But at the end of the day, when you got Patrick Mahomes, and Andy Reid on the same sideline, and Chris Jones, hey, the Chiefs will always run away with the AFC West. And I feel like it is no competition in story unless, and you look at the Raiders right now. Who have a coach that in NFL history on social media liking posts about, players that's not going to be on the team or been traded? It's just crazy to me. What do you think about that, Nick?
Well, yeah, it's so dysfunctional. And then you got the head coach who just got, penalized by the NCAA for his infractions at Arizona State under Herm Edwards. And, the other legal battles he's already had with his wife in Las Vegas. It's just, this was a terrible hire. This is just another Mark Davis special. You got Adams out, and again, if Max Crosby comes out and says, I don't want to be here anymore, the franchise is done. And they just don't hire the right people in the front office and the head coach. Mark Davis does things his way. The only good thing that Mark Davis has done of this whole past year was allow the Chiefs to play in their practice facility during the Super Bowl. That's it. So, I mean,
hey, he knows the Las Vegas Aces. They've won a couple of championships.
Yeah, he got the Las Vegas. Good for him. He can ride his coattails in Las Vegas with the A's coming to town and all the sports dollars that are out there. But at the end of the day, this team is done. They're cooked. They may have a couple of nice wins like they did in Baltimore in week 2, but there's just no leadership on the team. And when the stars want out, Mark Davis he's just got to cut his losses, bring in a real big boy coach. Don't bring a rah-rah guy that doesn't understand X's and O's. I'm not a Pierce guy. Obviously, you can tell by the nature of my conversation or my thoughts here.
I can tell.
But he is not. He beat the Chiefs because in back-to-back plays, Patrick Mahomes turned the ball over. Other than that, do you take those 14 points away, they don't beat the Chiefs on Christmas Day. So, listen, that was the whole basis for them to say this is the guy, and he's not the guy.
The only bright spot for me with the Raiders is the rookie, the tight end Brock Bowers, because he's been playing consistent, man. And I like Brock Bowers, man, because he's going to go out there and to me, it's just
still hurts.
I know you are, Nick, but it's okay. You can see him twice a year.
You feel bad for the kid because it doesn't seem like they're gonna have like a top end quarterback anytime soon.
That's true.
Now it can happen overnight, but not so much overnight. But during the course of a draft, if they get lucky, but yeah, you just feel bad for somebody like Brock Bowers. You'd like to see him on a better team, but. Hey, that's the way of the league, man.
Just be consistent, Bowers, man. Just be consistent, man.
Yeah, well, he's gonna up for a long rookie year. It's unfortunate. He deserves a better team.
to stay on the Raiders right now, if they keep on this path of self-destruction, coaches liking tweets, coaches liking stuff on Instagram, do you see them if when they get a quarterback like Sanders or something like that? Do you feel like they can be in the competition? Because right now they got Bart Bars, they got get some other weapons, but I don't see that coach there next year. If Adams get traded, I don't see the Raiders hating on to their coach. Do you agree with that, Luke?
One of the more interesting things, maybe this is not answering your question, but one of the more interesting things that we're going to see at the next draft is how Dion handles Shador and what's the corner's name? Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting because he's probably got some ideas in his head as where he'd like to see those two play.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't fit, there's going to be something going on. I mean, he's going to try to do something much like maybe not exactly how the Mannings did it with Eli, but
it's exactly the same.
Something to that degree. And the thing is, these two kids are probably rich, right? They don't have to, it's not like they're depending on that rookie contract to have money. So hence, I don't know.
What, $4 or $5 million each.
I don't know, but between KFC, some of the other ones that they did, I mean, that they're driving. I mean, he's driving a Phantom. Come on, on a college campus. But my point is that I don't know even if they're in position to get Shador or somebody, top end quarterback, it may get. We're getting to that point now. This is be like the second go around with the big NIL quarterbacks where Caleb didn't do it. You thought maybe he would.
He should have.
But here you've got, a real situation where they're being guided. And one is his father. Two, Travis Hunter might as well be his father because he treats him like a son. So I don't think the Raiders get either of those two kids. Doesn't answer your question, but it sounded like much better thing.
If Deion wants to be head coach next year, he'll decide a lot of where these two kids are going to go.
I agree.
So what if the Raiders coach keep doing what he's doing, he probably be find his way in the Raiders.
He wants to play in that dysfunctionality though.
But you know what? Shador to the Raiders. I do like that though. I like Shador. I do like Shador. He got good pocket presence. He's calm in the pocket, and I guarantee you this: he's going to utilize Brock Bowers. I'll tell you that.
That's the Raiders end of it. But I'm saying that he wouldn't. I mean, he's just they're going to direct him.
No. I know your point. I'm just saying. I'm
trying
just saying
to direct him to a better franchise.
I think he'd be a good fit for them, though.
And I don't think Deion will use it to get himself a head coaching job in the NFL. I don't think he wants to
if he do that, man. Deion to me is like
he's an opportunist, man.
I think he wants those guys put in better situations.
And I'm not saying that's a negative thing.
No, I'm being real. Like, you gotta stop doing that, man. Because your kids travel, you want to travel with them, man. Like, nah, let them guys do everything on their own.
He wants to coach his kid at the NFL level. There's no question about it,
man.
He's coached him in every game he's ever played.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's gonna leave Colorado and go to the Raiders, man. Come on, bro, that's crazy.
I'm just saying it could happen. It could happen. Let's go ahead and get in some of these chats before we close out and hear from.
All right, let's do this stat from Anonymous Mango first and foremost. The Chiefs can join the 1990 49ers this Monday night as the only team in NFL history to start 5-0 after winning back-to-back Super Bowls. The question will then be, what happens if they're 6-0? Does that put them atop the heap? We'll see. All right, let's get a few people. Vincent, you chimed in today. Anything's possible in the NFL. Kathy Welch, one of our subscribers. Again, you can subscribe to our channel. Just a few bucks a month to help us pay the bills around here. Ariza and Bucker are money right now. There's no question about that. Ruben, man, you're just a warrior, man. You just here all day. I'm not sure if I'm ducking smoke about anything, but who knows? Virginia was in the house. Kareem was in the house for a little bit. I know it's not Wednesday, buddy, but we'll get you up there. Let's see. There was somebody else that made a really good comment that I wanted to hey, Kathy Welch, another, again, subscriber. Guys, could it be possible to pick up Garrett Wilson from the Jets if Adams gets in? I have heard that name a little bit. And in fact, that was one of the first names I was told as a possibility. If Adams goes there, there's no room for Wilson. and he's that young, dynamic receiver that I think Veach would like to have. So those are our top performers of the week.
Garrett Wilson's not going anywhere.
Well, who knows?
Speaking of one guy, ain't going nowhere no time soon. It's Mr. Eric Hense.
All right, let's talk about our sponsors one more time before we shut the show down. Eric Hense, if you're looking for someone to help you buy or sell a house in the greater Kansas City metropolitan area, there's nobody better than my good friend Eric Hense. Call him at 816-729-3785. You can email him at esellskc@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor of Chief Who.
Another incredible sponsor is my amazing wife, Emily Athan. Open enrollment begins November 1st through December 15th. If you need someone to help you customize a plan that fits best for your family, for your business, if you're an individual, give her a call today. Let her do a free analysis and get a free quote. You can reach her at 913-215-9086.
Emily.
That's right.
And gloves.
I do. I said I do.
He said I do.
Let's get right into our new sponsor of the day.
Get the best deals on new and used electronics at Resell Electronics. TVs, laptops, Apple Watches, cameras, cell phones, plus so much more. And if you're into gaming, we carry new gen as well as vintage consoles. Resell Electronics in Independence.
Every time I see that, I just want to. The only thing that pops in my head is Sega, from those old Sega commercials. Resell Electronics, our new sponsor. They buy and sell all sorts of consumer electronics, cell phones, tablets, laptops, consoles, TVs, home audio, so much more. 2 great locations in Independence. Check them out at 1214 South Nolan Road. You can call them at 816-886-7285. They are top shelf for all of your electronic needs in Kansas City.
Yes, they are. Again, guys, thank you guys for joining us, man. And be the lookout for After Hours. Where we talking everything, with me, Mango, and Coach Stray. And hey, happy Red Friday.
Right.
We be back on Monday. It is going to be a Red Monday, guys. Game day is on Monday. So sit back and enjoy and watch all these other teams diploma like the Cube said they was going to do. So with that said, guys, we are out. I am Hense Todd. There's Nick. That is Lou Montagna. And that is Coach Stray.
Is that him?
Of everything. What happened?
He just woke up from his nap.
So
what are you guys doing Sunday?
Watching football, and I got some honeydew list stuff. I've already been told.
Sweet.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just
football,
just chill until Monday night when I get to watch the Chiefs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chiefs play the Saints, and the Royals are going to be at New York for Game 2. Crazy time in Kansas City if you're a big sports fan. But hey, we'll take it. Hey, Daniel Akers popped in. He just got into the show. Daniel, well, we're out, buddy. So just check us out Monday at 1:30, and we'll be back on Tuesday to wrap up the Saints and the Chiefs. And then next Friday, it's going to be the Nick Athan roast.
Be kind, rewind.
Hey, Daniel, thanks for subscribing, buddy. Appreciate that very much.
Super sticker.
Yes. Thanks, so next Friday, you're going to roast me. And whatever happens. It might be my last show.
Let it all hang out, gentlemen. Hey, on that show, let it all go, man. This is about Nick. This is about Nick, guys.
Yeah, it's not my birthday. It's not a special occasion. It's just something to do during the bye week.
It's like a Hall of Fame induction, sort of.
Yeah.
So if you did,
look at that.
It's going to be at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m.
Skipper. Look at that.
With that said, guys, we are out. We will see you guys Monday.
Peace.